The Masquerade's Curse. In the heart of the old city of Eldoria stood a grandiose, decaying mansion known as Ravenwood Manor. For decades, it had been abandoned, its doors locked and windows boarded up. The locals spoke of it in hushed tones, wary of the dark history that lingered within its walls. The manor had once been the site of lavish masquerade balls, hosted by the enigmatic Lady Isolde Ravenscroft, a woman known for her beauty, charm, and the mysterious enchanted masks she crafted for her guests. Legend had it that Lady Isolde was a master of the arcane arts, and each mask she created held a piece of her dark magic. Her parties were the talk of the city, a blend of elegance and hedonism, but they always ended in tragedy. Guests would vanish without a trace, their fates unknown, leaving behind only their masks. Years later, in the present day, a group of friends decided to explore the manor. They were thrill seekers, always looking for a new adventure, and Ravenwood Manor's eerie reputation was too tempting to resist. Among them was Claire, a budding historian with a fascination for the occult, and her friends, Mark, the skeptic, Jenny, the adventurous spirit, and Tom, the cautious but curious one. They managed to find a way into the manor through a broken window. Inside, the mansion was a time capsule of the past, with dusty chandeliers, decaying furniture, and grand, faded paintings. The air was thick with the scent of mildew and something else, something ancient and unsettling. As they ventured deeper, they stumbled upon a hidden room behind a bookcase. Inside, they found a collection of exquisite, intricately designed masks, each more beautiful and haunting than the last. Claire's eyes lit up with excitement. "These must be the enchanted masks," she whispered, her voice trembling with awe. Lady Isolde's creations. Against Tom's protests, the group decided to try on the masks. Claire chose one with delicate silver filigree. Mark picked a stern-looking black mask. Jenny chose a vibrant peacock design, and Tom reluctantly put on a simple white mask. As soon as the masks touched their faces, an unnatural chill swept through the room. The air grew heavy, and the friends found themselves transported back in time. The decaying manor transformed into a dazzling ballroom, filled with elegantly dressed guests. The once silent halls were now alive with music and laughter. But something was off. The guests' movements were stiff, their laughter hollow. Lady Isolde herself appeared, gliding gracefully through the crowd. She was breathtakingly beautiful, her eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. She welcomed them warmly, but there was a sinister edge to her smile. "Welcome to my masquerade," she said, her voice like silk. "Enjoy the festivities." At first, the friends were entranced by the beauty of the scene. They danced, laughed, and mingled with the other guests. But soon, they began to notice strange things. The guests' eyes were empty, their expressions blank, and no matter how hard they tried, they couldn't remove the masks. Panic set in as they realized they were trapped. Claire, desperate to understand what was happening, approached Lady Isolde. "Please let us go," she begged. "We didn't mean any harm." Lady Isolde's smile widened, revealing sharp, pointed teeth. "You chose to wear the masks," she said. "Now you are part of my collection." The friends' surroundings shifted again, and they found themselves back in the decaying manor. But something was terribly wrong. The masks were still fused to their faces, and they could feel themselves being drawn into the dark magic that bound them. They watched in horror as their bodies began to change, their limbs stiffening, their skin turning cold and lifeless. In the end, they became part of the manor's haunted collection, their souls trapped within the masks, doomed to relive the cursed masquerade for eternity. The once lively group of friends was now just another tale in the long, dark history of Ravenwood Manor. Years later, the story of the enchanted masks and the fate of those who dared to wear them became yet another legend whispered in the streets of Eldoria. The manor remained abandoned, a silent sentinel guarding its dark secrets, waiting for the next curious souls to fall into its trap. And so, the cycle continued, the masks forever cursed, forever waiting to claim their next victims.